Hello guys, Brandon Carey here, and today we are going to continue our adventures with Crash Bandicoot in It's About Time. When we last left off, we managed to successfully defeat Dr. Entropy and end his scheming to break time and rewrite the timeline such that we and all of our friends don't exist so that evil can win once and for all. We stopped that from happening. And now, as a result, all of our companions are here in the snacks dimension, where we are enjoying a much needed kind of victory lap, exploring the area and sampling its cuisine. And each party member has their own level, if memory serves. Before we say goodbye to them. Tragic, I know, but such is life. Such is life. Honestly, I guess it feels like we don't use the side characters all that much. Although I guess they do each get like their little. No, they don't ever get. They get one full level apiece, but then two full levels, I guess. But then they get relegated to these half levels. I don't know. I don't find that very satisfying. This is Dingo Dial level. So we start off with him.
Let's see if these tall poppies know how to smoke a steak.
Let's see if they know how to smoke a steak. Reminding us once more how to play as Dingo Dial. Whoopsies. Yeah, now that I think about it, we don't actually use these characters a whole lot. Aside from the two levels that we're guaranteed to do, being the ones in here and the ones where they're introduced, they don't get a whole lot of screen time. Because they're relegated to these half levels where you play half the level as them, and then you redo half of another level as Crash or Coco. And now that I think about it, that feels like an odd choice to make. It feels like if you're going to spend all the time to create these really good kits, these really interesting and thoroughly thought out methods or modes of playing a Crash game, you want to make use of them. But instead, they get this very limited treatment. It's an odd choice. And one I don't know if I would have made if I was in the same position. But such is life, I suppose. Maybe they didn't. It's also possible they ran out of time. That's another very likely explanation. I would believe that they ran out of time to make these. Now I don't have to find this. I know it's there, but you can see there's a box right here that if you're going for all the boxes, if you don't see it, you just screwed yourself out of the box. Mask. Oh, fuck. I don't think there's a checkpoint, so I'm starting this all from scratch. Yep. That's... Honestly... That's why I love this game. The other criticism I have of it is that these levels are long. And part of what makes Crash 2 and 3 particularly so effective, not as much 1. 1 had this problem too. Is that the levels in Crash 3 or Crash 2 and 3 are fairly short. They don't expect you to do a lot of platforming all at once. Like a level in Crash 2 or 3 could take maybe 5, 10 minutes tops, but it's not going to be a huge time investment. But some of these levels can be like 15 minutes, which for a single platforming level, that's a lot of time. Oh, I didn't see the. Oh, this is a great start to the stream. Holy shit. No, fuck these boxes. I don't care. I don't even need the fruits. Get blown out on your own time. I love that it moves and it also collapses. I need this TNT so I can get rid of this obstacle. There we go. Oh, hey, Derry. Thank you for the raid. I guess I shouldn't be surprised since you did just end your stream. Hello?
Does this mean I have franchise potential?
We're playing as a big old chunky boy trying to get to a restaurant. How's you? I would ask how your stream went, but I just watched it. Checkpoint, thank God. Appreciate the raid. I'm a little disappointed the raid notification didn't pop off, but such is life. I need to work on that. Oh, this sucks that your throat's a little sore, and yeah, GDQ. I forgot that that's going on right now. Oopsie. I just need to work on fixing that stream notification at some point. I've been a little lazy about it. But I do thank you for the raid. And thank you for everyone who's sticking around. Enjoy's Dame's Done Quick. Boom, boop. And there we go. Takes care of that. For the people who watch this on YouTube later, you don't know Darius, you should follow him either on Twitter or on Twitch, because he's a good artist that makes great content. Take care, man. Stay safe. But yeah, if you're in the mood to watch an artist do some good work, you could do much worse than Darius Iron Fist on Twitch for sure. Peace. There we go. Takes care of some of these guys. This box to deal with you. There we go. And yeah, there we go. That deals with that. That takes care of that problem. Let me see how to deal with. No, I didn't have enough range. That's fine though, I can just walk past you. Kinda like these TNT exist, because Dingodile use them as a weapon, more or less. But since we're not going to run up as a complete, we can ignore all the boxes, even if it's really fun to suck them up. More checkpoints. And let's see how we deal with this little... Oh, okay. Coming at me like that. Coming at me. Oh, I actually thought I was gonna die there. Oh, come on. That's some bull. Oh well. Try again. That's a little... Nitro placement is mean. And more of these nitro holders. Jump, jump, hold. Oh, bad. Oh, how did I not die there? Or I guess not die, but lose my mask. Why did I still have a mask? I have no idea.
I eat my franchise because I saw my future franchise. Oh, bollocks, my head hurts.
There we go. Managed to avoid the bots, which is
Wonder what
the...
the local delicacy is here.
Oh!
I hope it's spicy and fried.
I didn't realize it was the taunt level too. I guess they aren't doing whole levels. They're still doing halvesies, but instead of, Oh, I just got, trashed. No, that's recycling. That's not trash. I like that they see not spots, but, Wumpa. Or not stars, but Wumpa fruit. Jump on you, get some height. Some height. Boing. Oh, no. I almost fell. Oh. I feel like I got robbed. That was a highway robbery. Alright. And... Oh! No, I hit that! Don't tell me I'd missed. Game. It cheats as much as its predecessors do. Fine. Play either way. Ooh. Ooh. And no checkpoints yet for Tana. This game is stingy with its checkpoints, I noticed. Jump over that. Ignore the boxes, because they don't matter. We are not going for instant completion. And let's see how... Oh, I see. That's what we gotta do. And I see a checkpoint up here, which I want. The fact that there was fruit coming out, that was a mercy checkpoint. Didn't even see the, Pardon me. Lower level there. And... Oh. That time I did see it, but I jumped too early. You know, I used to be good at video games. But maybe I'm not good at video games, actually. I mean, local stations. It is actually pretty well. It is pretty well known that even compared to some of the older games, there are some pretty tough spots in Crash 4. Toys for Bob did a pretty loving homage. Like, this feels like like the most accurate comparison would probably be to the first Crash game, because the first Crash game was pretty tough, though. I don't know if I'd call this tougher, at least as far as raw completion goes. Hi, Kelly. Yeah, imagine being good at video games. I can't. I have never been good at video games, no matter what people say about me. That's never been true. How have you been, Kellerak? Oh, I didn't even... I just completely missed the fact that I had to switch grind rails there. Hopefully, with luck, we should be able to wrap up tonight, though. And then get ready for the Halo 3 streams. Oh, you finished Killer 7. Nice. I have to play that game still. And no, yeah, there we go. There we go. Perfect. Switch rails. And then jump on a bounce pad. No solid footing. Kickflip and checkpoint. Imagine going for the gem and just not seeing this pile of boxes right here. I can imagine tons of people who probably played this level got every single box, but missed those, and were, like, furious afterwards. I was not sure of my jumps, and I should have been. I should have had more confidence. Not this level, no. Because by the time I got to this stage, I had already given up hope of 100% completing this game. But you asked if I speak from personal experience. There have been many a times where I was a single box short of 100%, and I was pissed. That seems too risky to try. Switch. And back. No. Okay, there we go. 2, 3, and jump. And jump. Perfect. There.
Oh, yeah!
I am curious how Tawna's grappling hook attaches to solid walls, because there was no point there. And for a level whose goal is just to grab a snack and try out the local cuisine, this is a fucking tough level. This is a weird victory lap. Yeah, Kelly, we are still basically just enjoying the snacks after after defeating Entropy. Jump. Jump. Woo! Woo! Oh, God, this is unsafe. Jump. Jump and... No, no. Ooh.
Spicy fried mystery food.
Missed almost 300 boxes. And I'm not going for the gem, so I don't care. Yeah, this game has a box fetish. There are a lot of boxes, especially in the later levels. Like, this is... Like, there is a Dingo Dial level that has 500 boxes in it. I'm not kidding. I mean, even the first level in this game is 109 boxes, which for a Crash level, that's not much. For a first Crash level is a lot. Like, the first Crash level should probably have at most about 30 boxes. And this is time to play as Cortex. I still can't believe that whole thing with Dingodile and then with Tawna was a single level. We spent 15 minutes on a single level. And I wasn't even trying for the boxes for half of it. I don't know why you 100% this game. This game is madness to 100%. That's unreasonable. I can't imagine going for a 20-minute run of a level and then finding that you missed 1 or maybe even 10 boxes. I would be heartbroken. That wasn't me, but I would be heartbroken if I was. And then doing it 5 more times, Kelly. Oh, that is so right. That's so right. Oh, I forgot that he doesn't have the. His is the dash. I forgot his toolkit's different than the other guy's toolkits. Yeah, the other part is, yeah, then you're, like, going to be doing it several more times for time trials, for the insanely perfect relics. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I completely zoned out and forgot what Cortex's kit was. Because he's supposed to turn enemies into platforms. So I just forgot that I'm supposed to not jump on him, but turn him into a platform and then jump on him. Yeah, Cortex just got trashed. No, that's wrong. That's the wrong formation. There. There we go. I could try to get all those boxes, but nah. Nah, actually, that's not worth my time. Yep, that was a good one, Kelly. I appreciate it. Oh. If I had gotten all that way and missed the checkpoint and fallen off the ledge, oh, that would feel bad. Oh, that would feel so bad. If I just held the up button like this, I would have made it. Hey, though. Yeah, let's get some bouncy in here. Oh, that's actually a bad idea. Bouncy is a bad idea. There we go, and yeah, no TNTs. Fuck that noise! That's a long platform. You know what we're gonna do? We are going to dash halfway across it. Dash. Oh, no! No, that was wrong. Fuck that mask. That mask is getting me killed. The mask is not worth it, I agree, though. It is. Oh, no! Oh, oh. Let's use the D-pad. D-pad isn't worth it either. Alright, now let's get this. You. Yeah, I know you're playing it now, Kelly. Yeah, you're playing Crash now, and honestly, that's something I've been thinking about a lot lately too. Is as you've been seeing through me playing this, like once you decide you don't want the skin or the or you're not going for 100% completion, the game is, like, effectively getting a single, like, going for all the boxes, or going for any, box, or, one for in particular, is a waste of your time. Because you get no benefit from it. And that's something that I've been thinking about a lot, and I'm not sure how to reconcile that concept. Because part of why Wampa Fruit was so necessary in the original games was because you'd use them, like, those were your source of lives. And while I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, bring lives back, because no, don't do that. Or don't make it mandatory. Like the fact that it is an optional mode that you can choose to bring lives back if you decide that is something you want to do, but you don't have to if you're a new player. That is the correct decision. That is the right move. But then you have the secondary problem of, okay, well now we have these collectibles. And what is the incentive for people to pick them up? And in theory, the fact that the gems require you to pick up Wampa and boxes does, in some part, resolve that tension. But then you come to the question that you have, Kelly, where let's assume, for the sake of argument, that I don't want the gems because I've decided that it is not worth my time to pursue that because this game is too hard when you go for 100%. What do you do with... oh, you gotta be kidding me. What do you do with these Wampa Fruit and these boxes? Because, as like, if you've decided already that you don't want the skins, you don't want those gems, you have no interest in trying to get them. They are essentially just there. There's no actual reason for you to pick them up. They just kind of exist as something you can, by and large, ignore. And I don't have a meaningful answer to that. You're right, like with Odyssey, because with the the coins you pick up in Odyssey, you can buy cosmetics like skins, or even like buy moons, which allow you to progress in the game. So you still have that as... Oh, come on, this is a finicky. It's a little finicky. And you were right calling it Odyssey, because even when you don't have the you don't have the coin, you can still buy skins with them. But then you get the skins in this game by acquiring the gems. So then, like, what the question would then become, like, assuming you're not going for the skins, you're not going for 100% completion, and you're picking up all of these gems, what is the actual incentive to pick them up then? Oh, come on! And the correct conclusion, as of right now, without any further thought, which is something that Toy Rob is going to probably have to think of as we go into another Crash game, assuming they get the chance to. I don't know how well this game sold, so I can't accurately forecast the franchise's future at this point. But oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. This is finicky as hell. This is frustrating. doesn't help that there's not really a clean, like, line of play here. All right, that is kind of a clean line. There we go. I think I have to go when it's closed. It'll open up by the time I get there. I think that's what I have to do. That didn't so less than the Insane Trilogy. That's not a good sign. That's a very discouraging sign. I do actually remember hearing that. I wonder... I wonder what that means in the grand context, because maybe I don't want to like sit here and say maybe Crash is a thing of the past, but perhaps at some point I need to realize that whew. Okay, checkpoint. Thank God. We are making progress. I will say that this, I like being able to play as Cortex, but he doesn't. Now, the longer I play as him, this start and stop gameplay that's going on with him right now, I don't care for it. It doesn't, like, it doesn't flow very well. I haven't really hit that flow state with him that I'd like to. See, when you dash with Cortex, there's a very, very harsh stop. And it's not great. I don't want to be too dour on Crash either. And to counter your claim, because you are to some extent right, where in the 360 generation it didn't look like there was much else. Like, it doesn't look like they were figuring they knew what they wanted to do with Crash. I would say in response to that this game in particular has done quite a lot of new stuff with Crash, where it's still very true to the formula, without being a slave to it. And it was willing to try new things. Oh no! You say, like, I don't know if they can do new things, but to some extent you can levy the same talk at Mario. Like, it's not exactly a correct, like, because honestly to do some, like, it's still fundamentally the same core platforming. That hasn't changed in Mario. Like, it might be more open in other games, but it's fundamentally the same formula still. Oh, thank God, this is asking a lot of me today. I'd like to get done because if I get as far as I suspect I'm going to get, I don't have a whole lot left in the tank to play in the next stream. So it would feel awkward. It would be to just end on this note. Alright, I think I need to... No. Oh, this is frustrating. Alright, there we go. That's something. That's cruelty. Oh, come on! That is a cruel thing to ask someone to have to do very precisely. That death count is 22. And this is a lot. There's a lot going on right now. His dash sucks. Holy crap. It is so stiff compared to the characters. I don't know how else to describe it. There is a rigidness to what they ask you to do with Cortex compared to like Tawna or even Dingo Dial or and of course and Crash of course. That doesn't feel great. There's this, and a lot of it has to do with his dash. Let me see if I can explain in a way that makes sense. It feels like when I am doing Cortex's dash, at the end there is a very harsh stop. Oh, hey, H. Luther. Welcome to the stream. When you're jumping or platforming as Dingo Dial, Tawna, or Crash, there's a momentum to how you move, where you jump and that momentum from your jump when you land is more or less carried over. Inertia applies. But with Cortex, it feels like there is a harsh stop. You do a quick dash and then stop. And then after you stop, then gravity affects you once more and then momentum does the thing. But that lack of flow is starting to get to me, I think. And what's not helping is the level of precision that is being requested of me. Thank God this is the last Cortex level in the game. There's a reason I skipped the other one. Because I like the character, I like the kit, but it's really it's really stiff. And that stiffness is getting to me. I am looking forward to ending this level. It feels like the moment I contact the lower platform, even the slightest, it is death. It is instant death. Okay. And I have 2 masks on me. Jump on this. I have no idea what you're asking me to do there, game. No idea. And at this point, I'm not sure I care. Oh, come on! Yeah, if honestly, it doesn't feel like I should die just touching that platform. It would make more sense just to halt my upward momentum. This is a really sour note to open a stream on. Thankfully, once this level is over, it's pretty much all Crash for the rest of the game. I do not know what they want me to do to avoid that hazard. I genuinely have no idea. Oh boy. You know what I'm getting sick of? Yeah, deep breath, keep calm, keep relaxed, keep composed. What is really not helping is having to do this whole section before I can do the thing that I need to do to proceed. People give Prince of Persia 2008 a lot of shit for not, for being generous by just letting you go to the last safe spot when you fall. Those people are idiots. Like, I already proved I can do it. Don't ask me to do it a second time. God, I can't imagine having to... There is a collectible for beating this level in 3 lives or less. You get a gem for beating this level in 3 lives or less, just like every level in the game. That, I'm annoyed. And admittedly, part of this is the fact that I'm playing it on stream and not, honestly, like, gotta be honest, screw... Not even thinking about 100%. Doing the time trial for this sounds absolutely frustrating. These levels do not feel designed to be time trial. And what I mean by that is that if you go back and watch the Crash 3 specifically run, which you can see on YouTube and on my personal blog, which will eventually one day be moved away from Blogger to WordPress, hopefully within the next month. But if you look at my Crash 3 run, a lot of those levels are designed to be time trialed, in that there's not, like, there is a flow to them where you can be expected to dash level as fast as possible. And there is some precision required. I am getting scared, and it's causing me to die. But there is enough there's enough forgiveness in the level design and in the I don't even know how I died there. There's enough forgiveness in the level design and in the in what you're asked to do in the level that it's not an unreasonable ask to be able to do it for a time trial. Having to do this with a clock pressure? No. No, never. Never, ever. Never, ever. There we go. Oh, don't ask me. Okay, thank God. There's solid footing here. I'm not going for any boxes. Fuck that noise. Fuck that incessant noise. And as Kelly points out, for 100%, you have to, you have to get all the boxes and not die in this. There are people like Cat Icarus who have the bravery or the patience for that. I don't. To be honest. I don't have the patience for that. Let's blow up. Oh, I can't blow up the nitros with a pistol? Oh, those weren't the moving ones. They are moving, but not in the way I expected them to move. Alright, and... there we go. Made it. God, I can't imagine. Alright, this doesn't appear to be... I might be able to get away. There we go. That solves that problem. Finally!
That Schnurgleshank was killer.
Struth.
Thank God. That is the last I'll ever to play as Cortex for the rest of this game.
Set grill marks too.
I liked the pickled wumpa leaves.
Cortex, you can't. Why did you not see it before?
Now,
Give him hell!
here's the other thing. Is we're not done the level yet. This is still the same level. And the way this level works is when I jump, I don't really change position, but the level speeds up in this auto-scroller. Yeah, I feel for you with your, like... I am also an avid fan of the Dark Souls and the Sekiro. But there is a lot being asked of the player right now. And I have to stress, as far as the game is concerned, this is the same level that I just played as Cortex on. So for 100%, you have to do all of that flawlessly. And all of this flawlessly. Fucking hell! That box tripped me up. 50 deaths. Fortunately for us, we are only going for the raw completion. If you're going for 100%, you need to do all of this flawlessly and get all the boxes in a single run. And I remember dying to this a lot. I don't know if you guys are feeling this on stream the way I'm feeling it in play, but the fact that the jump causes the platforms to move instead of like me going forward, which is unlike anything in the rest of the franchise, more or less. It really screws with your sense of position relative to what's going on around you. And that makes it much more difficult than I'm assuming it looks. Of course, if it looks difficult, congratulations, it is. Yeah, you guys are right on the money. It is weird and disorienting. And the other problem is that you are making pretty much split-second decisions, because if you take too long to decide, the platform will fall. So you can't just stand still. This might actually have been this would have been a really cool segment if they did a super hot kind of thing, where time moved only when you did. This would actually make this section pretty cool. But if you take too long to make a choice, the platform will just fall. Okay, let me just not do anything. The platform will just fall, so I can't just take my time to make a choice. Honestly, with the hoverboard, this would also work pretty fabulously. Not that you've mentioned it, Kelly. But if you're going for this, like, platforming... So I think the idea is you're going for this climactic finale moment where, oh no, Cortex betrayed us as is his wont. And so you have to quickly, like, do the action hero thing of weave through dozens of falling obstacles to get to the end. And this would work perfectly as a super hot kind of thing. But I can see what they were going for. And I almost agree with it. I just think the execution could have probably used some work here. The thing with precision platforming is that you kind of want to give the player time to consider and make their choices before they commit to them. This essentially gives you no real wiggle room, and you don't really have the time luxury to make the decision. You have to kind of act. And that causes you to make mistakes. I can't imagine the ungodly amount of practice people had to put onto this level to perfect it. But the other thing about this is that a chase, like if you're doing this movie scene, or this, like, even this Uncharted style set piece, where the hero has to jump over all of these falling cargo crates to get to the plane where the big villain is taking off for his next evil plan. That segment isn't long. Even if it's an Uncharted-style set piece, it's never long. It's only a couple of minutes. Tops. And Uncharted has the good grace to kind of fudge things in the player's favor, so that you're probably not doing it more than maybe 2 or 3 times. And yes, Uncharted checkpoints are set pieces, so that once you get past a certain segment, you don't have to do that whole segment again. You just have to do a part of it. But because of the way this set piece is set up, you can't checkpoint because there is no safe place. There is no safe obstacle. Like there is no moment in this sequence where I can stop and just breathe for a moment. No! Oh, I misjudged that. I misjudged that really badly. And I say this not to say that Toys for Bob is bad at designing video games. They did the Spy remakes. They know how to make games like this. But should they ever have the opportunity to go back in and create a sequel to this Crash 4, I would like them to take these criticisms that they have received for stuff like this to heart. The same way that Naughty Dog had to take criticisms of Crash 1 to heart to make Crash 2 and 3, which are some of the better games in that, which are the better games in that trilogy. And use that as fuel to make their designs better. Because Naughty Dog, when they made Crash 1, had to go through this the hard way. And it seems, a little unfortunately, but also probably not surprisingly, that Toys for Bob has to do the same. Where they have to learn the hard way the pros and cons of designing a Crash game. And that does kind of suck, but it's probably also not that surprising in the grand scheme of things. I think Spyro is probably a different story, because where Crash is kind of known... I do get your concern, Kelly, but where Crash is known for being kind of large open worlds where the focus is less on the precision and more on just exploring the area and just finding what's there. Like, Spyro was never asked the player for precision, to be exact. Whereas a lot of Crash 1, 2, and 3 did ask for that precision. These hybrid levels where you spend half of it as like one character and then half as another, I don't like them. And I don't like them because I would like to... I want to... If you're going to give me Tawna and Dingodile to play as... I'm going to omit Cortex because after what just happened, I'm not in the mood to talk to Cortex right now. We're going to play as Cortex right now. You're going to go through the trouble of making these kits. I would like to be able to use them for more than like a short 5 or like 2, or not like 1 or 2 minute section before a repeat of like a 7 or 8 minute Crash level. Hey, nice! 69! So here's what we're gonna do. I don't need to prove anything. We're gonna load my old save. We're gonna load my old save. I'm done. So me see. Crate escape. Let me see. What we're gonna do. I am going to have some other sap show you the cutscene that occurs at the end of this level. Oh no, this is the actual soundtrack. I don't want this.
Macca's guides.
On that I'm full show, and hopefully I see you soon.
No, I don't want this either. There we go. We're just gonna watch this cutscene because I'm done. I'm officially done.
There's another way I can break this cycle of endless fighting between us. I can go back to where it started. I can undo my greatest failure.
He means you, Crash.
Bye-bye, Bandicoots.
Yup. We did it. We beat it. Level over. Gonna change this hideous skin. That's an appropriate skin, I think. And now, we're at the final level of the game. 1996 Cortex Island. This is the third island of the original Crash Bandicoot game. Because the plan that Cortex has cooked up is to undo Crash Bandicoot's evolution into Crash Bandicoot. As a way to finally break the cycle of having to jump across a bunch of aircraft platforms. Wait, what am I saying? What? No, I mean to break the cycle of him losing a lot. Of course that's what I meant. Definitely not me losing a lot. Him losing a lot. I'm so glad I had that save handy. I didn't think I was going to use it, but I ended up doing that. Let's hope the cutscene still plays. Because if it doesn't, the stream's over. And I'll be doing that off air. I beat it once, I have nothing to prove. Oh, thank God. Thank God the cutscene's playing.
You again? You two are so clingy. Take a hint already. Who's on my super secret personal frequency? What? Who is this? This imposter? Do you not recognize your own face? I've come from the future to warn you. If you try to turn Crash Bandicoot into the general of your army, you will fail. The machine rejects fraud. Fiend! Embryo, alert the guards!
This is a really good cutscene, I agree.
Why won't I listen to me?
Also, if you'll notice, they do a good job of using the different colors for the projectors. But if you notice, old Cortex
Listen up,
is using the projector from Crash 2,
me on the loose. Identical in appearance.
whereas Cortex, the one we know, is using a more modern projector. It turns out, in order to defeat Crash the way Cortex plans to, his greatest enemy is his past self. So that's pretty solid writing. And honestly, for a finale to a Crash Bandicoot game where it is about time, as per the title, it would be criminal to not go back to where it all began. Thankfully, from now on, we will be playing as Crash, so this should be a little less painful. This was the only logical conclusion. This was the only place this could end, is back at the beginning. I agree, it would have been dumb not to do this, but a lot of people have made dumber decisions in their lives. And it's specifically this place in 1996, which, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that would be roughly the same year that Crash 1 came out. So, like, it's very clever. Well, not clever, because as you said, this is the way you would have to do this, but it's very funny. It's very fun. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I think I have to actually go past those rats. I'm dying a lot, but honestly, I'm still having a better time than I was doing that other level, because I can look at my surroundings and make tactical decisions about where I'm supposed to go. Checkpoint, so that's... See? Adaptive gameplay. I remember when that was a thing. Okay, so... Oh, obviously. Uriba! But yeah, like this, the fact that going back to 1999, 96 is a very, it's clever, it's smart. And the idea of like Cortex wanting to go back and erase Crash from ever being evolved in the first place. That is the only way this could end, and it is a good way for this to end. I was a little too. I'm dying a lot, but part of that is still like having the adrenaline from doing the previous section. And to be honest, I'm having way more fun dying here than I was before. Because I can actually think and not react. This is a little trippy, but sure. Oh, I could see why you would think that. Yeah, do the Sonic Generation things where each crash level or each crash game is represented a little bit. But honestly, the fact they're doing just a true pure sequel, I think is for the best. Because the whole reason this game is had the hype going for it was that it wasn't like a HD-ified Crash game from the past. It was a brand new Crash game that was being made from scratch. Like, part of that hype is what this game kind of was built on. So if they did just like a Sonic Generations thing where they just took kind of like all-star levels and even if it was just remixing them and making their own thing out of them, it wouldn't have had the same impact as a brand new Crash game would have.
Increase security. Protect your master.
Or as a purely, I should say, purely brand new Crash game would have. They need it, like, but at the same time, if the game is going to be about time, you have to do this. Okay, I get the picture. You're dangerous. But at least I can stop. Whew. And this immediately feels better. Immediately.
Listen to me. Please listen to me.
I love Cortex having to deal with his past self. That's a fun way to go about this finale. While you're platforming, Cortex is trying to convince his past self to kill you. But his past self doesn't believe that he's his future self. That's a very fun way to play this for a story beat. And thanks to the different colored heads and different projectors, that scene is still very readable. You can tell which Cortex is which, even though they have the same model. Because the game gives you that visual distinction between them. Because there could easily be a problem of which Cortex is which. But they don't have that problem. Yeah. But at least I'm able to stand still and look at my obstacles before I proceed. Oh, I'm gonna be thinking about that cargo level for a while. I'm gonna think about that for a good long time. Ooh, that set me off. Kapuna Wa. No bonus. I'm not doing a bonus level. Actually, I am because I need the checkpoint. Got the checkpoint. I think I did anyway. There we go. I'm happy now. See? I get checkpoints again. Did you miss checkpoints? I certainly did. That doesn't help me at all. Checkpoints in a Crash game? What a shocker. Oh, I misjudged that. I thought it was going to dump me not cleanly on there. Alright. We are making steady progress at this point, though. Oh, bugger. Whoopsie. Oh, what was that? Oh, that was a little hard to judge. Oh, whoops. The Z-axis is quite a bitter foe, for sure. Whew. All right, and oh no! Oh. Oh, okay. We're good. Never mind. We're good. We cool. Alright, you masked through it, but we finished the level. There we go. We're back on track. Now, you may be surprised to know that for everything we've been through today, I'm just a little bit exhausted. So, with that, I think this is a good place to call it. We will almost definitely finish Crash for next weekend. And if time permits, we may start Halo 3. But until then, wear a mask, stay 6 feet, social distance, wash your hands, Black Lives Matter, Trans Lives Matter, and all lives can't matter until Black and Trans Lives Matter. Until next time, have a safe evening, safe weekend, y'all.